I never for once imagined that I would venture so far away from home. But serving this country finds a way of busting your bubble. I got my posting letter, and the moment I saw Bauchi, I couldn't hold back the tears. Worst part of it all, I was the only one in my circle that got posted to the north, so you can imagine how unlucky I felt. I didn't want to wait for the next batch, so after much contemplation, I eventually mustered the courage to make the journey. My mom escorted me to the park where I boarded a luxurious bus that practically took about 6 hours to finish loading passengers. And finally, we were off. I was one of the first people that arrived, so I got the window seat, much to my satisfaction, as I enjoyed gazing at my surroundings. All the while, I was deep in thought. A part of me just wanted to stop the bus and head back home, but the other part was quite eager to see what lies up north. I didn't realize when I dozed off, only to be awoken by the sound of people shouting. I quickly opened my eyes and noticed the bus had stopped moving. Looking out the window, I could see it was a bit dark outside. I took out my phone from my bag to check the time. 6:45 p.m. The man on the seat next to me was in a heated argument with the driver. "Oga driver, how you go dey tell us say bus don spoil and you no sabi fix am for this kind time? Abi you don demand? Una no dey check una vehicle before una go dey load passenger. And of all the places, why e can't be say na this Enugu Benue road where they kill people?" Another voice echoed from behind. A sudden gush of fear gripped me as my heart skipped a beat. Apparently, I wasn't the only one. The entire bus was in a ruckus as all the passengers started yelling at the driver. It took a good number of minutes to calm everyone down before the driver reassured us that he would get the bus fixed. He told us he just had to go into town to get one of his brothers that knows how to fix big buses, and he wouldn't waste time because it wasn't far. Skepticism filled the air, judging from how a lot of passengers reacted to the driver's words. But we had no choice but to wait. A solid 3 hours went by and there was no sign of the driver. At this point, I didn't need anyone to say it. We all knew he wasn't coming back. I started panicking. I was about to bring out my phone to call my mom when something urged me to look out the window. I saw the rifles before I saw the men coming out of the bushes. I had no idea when my survival instincts kicked in, and without thinking, I squeezed myself under my chair and used my big school bag as a cover. In a matter of seconds, I heard gunshots, windows shattering, and people screaming. The armed men had forced their way into the bus, and all I could hear was "Move! Move!" and the sound of feet stomping down from the vehicle. I didn't understand Hausa very well, but when I heard the word "Kudi," I knew it meant money, and they were asking for it. I couldn't really tell what the time was. but I knew for sure that hours had gone by and it was already dead of night. I could still hear voices outside, but no one had come into the bus. I felt really cramped up in the small space I had hid and was about to stretch my left leg when the doors of the bus flung open and I quickly but quietly adjusted myself back into position. I couldn't see the face, but I could see the boots. The figure moved forward a bit and I could see the rifle. At that moment, my breath ceased. Tears filled my eyes and I silently prayed to God for a miracle. I heard the door swing open again and two others came in conversing in Hausa. Judging from the noise, I could tell they were rummaging through people's luggage, probably searching for valuables. One of them got to my row, and the next thing I heard was the sound of a box drop on my seat, pressing me down even more. I heard him unzip the box, followed by clothes flying down. It was obviously my box. As I noticed the white shorts and sneakers on the floor, the man giggled and said something in his language I didn't understand. But when I heard the word copper, I instantly felt sick to my stomach. He was about to bend down to get my small red box that was by the side of my seat when I heard someone outside yell, "Adamu!" And he quickly responded, leaving the bus, and the other two followed suit. Time went by and I didn't blink an eye until I could finally see the sun rise. I didn't hear any more voices and I slowly crawled out from under my seat. I raised my head to look around and I didn't see anyone. I peeped outside and there wasn't a single soul. I had previously put my phone on silent and checked the time. It was 6 a.m. I had 120 missed calls. I went on my knees in the bus, crying and thanking God for saving me. I quickly put my things back where they were scattered on the floor into my box. I got down from the box and a sudden realization clicked. They took everyone except me, and I burst into another set of tears as I remembered the other passengers. Only God knows where they could be and what could have happened to them. As I stood by the roadside, waiting for any vehicle to pass by, I began to ponder in my heart. Should I find a way to go back home, or should I just continue this journey up north?